boards were worn smooth from 100 years of kneeling, where the old folks prayed till heaven heard the sound. There was no carpet there, no fancy modern lighting, just the wood and the word and the glory coming down. Daddy said that floor held every tear his daddy ever cried, every altar call on Sunday when the whole church stepped inside. I can still smell the pine and the old hymnal pages and the wood smoke from the stove on a cold December morn. There was something about that place that couldn't be manufactured, something holy in the simple and the warm. The preacher didn't need a stage or any kind of special light. He just stood on that old floor and let the Spirit take the night. On that old wooden church floor, where the saints knelt down before, where the prayers went up like smoke to heaven's door. On that old wooden church floor, Lord, I want to feel it once more, that holy aching feeling from before. On that old wooden church floor. Now they've built a bigger building with the screens and all the trimmings, but something got left behind when they tore the old one down. I still dream about that altar and the splinters in my fingers and the sound of 200 voices in that town. If I could go back just one Sunday to that creaking, groaning room, I'd fall down on that old floor and never get up soon. On that old wooden church floor, where the saints knelt down before, where the prayers went up like smoke to heaven's door. On that old wooden church floor, Lord, I want to feel it once more, that holy aching feeling from before. On that old wooden church floor, where's a place in my memory that no new church can fill, where the floor told the story of every soul that knelt there still, every grandmother's Sunday, every deacon's evening prayer. On that old wooden church floor, Lord, I left my heart right there. On that old wooden church floor, where the saints knelt down before, where the prayers rose up to heaven's open door. On that old wooden church floor, Lord, we're asking for one more holy moving like before. On that old wooden church church floor, on that old wooden church floor. She kept it on the nightstand where her Bible used to lay. Its cover worn to nothing from the years of every day. The pages brown and brittle, but she knew them all by heart. Mama's hymnal was the place where faith would always start. She'd hum the one she loved while she was working in the kitchen. Amazing Grace at breakfast and at noon. The old rugged cross while hanging out the washing. And how great thou art beneath the harvest moon. We didn't know we were being raised on something that would hold us when the hard years came to call, till we found ourselves humming in the hospital waiting, and those were the only words we knew at all. Mama's hymnal, Mama's hymnal, more than paper, more than ink and binding song. Mama's hymnal was the roadmap back to Jesus. Every time we found ourselves far from home, Mama's hymnal carried us when we had nothing. Every song a prayer she prayed before we'd grown. Mama's hymnal still leads me to the Father. Every page a memory I've always known. When we laid her in the churchyard on a cold November Tuesday, we tucked that worn-out hymnal in her hands. And the preacher said she'd need no book in glory, where every song is known and every voice expands. But I believe on Sunday mornings up in heaven, she's still humming all the ones she used to sing. And when I finally cross that river, I'll hear Mama starting out Amazing Grace and everything. Mama's hymnal, Mama's hymnal, more than paper, more than ink and binding song. Mama's hymnal was the roadmap back to Jesus. Every time we found ourselves far from home, Mama's hymnal carried us when we had nothing. Every song a prayer she'd prayed before we'd grown. Mama's hymnal still leads me to the Father. Every page a memory I've always known. If you still have your mama, call her up today. Ask her what her favorite hymn is while she's here to say, Because the day will come when all you'll have is the memory of her voice, and every hymn she ever sang will be your only choice. Mama's hymnal, Mama's hymnal, I can hear her singing still across the years. Mama's hymnal taught me how to weather every storm in every valley and every fear. Mama's hymnal, Lord, I thank you for it. Every page of grace I didn't know I'd need. Mama's hymnal, Lord, I'm still beside her. Every time I hum the song she planted in me. Mama, Mama's hymnal. The boards worn smooth from 100 years of kneeling, where the old folks prayed till heaven heard the sound. There was no carpet there, no fancy modern lighting, just the wood and the word and the glory coming down. Daddy said that floor held every tear his daddy ever cried, every altar call on Sunday when the whole church stepped inside. I can still smell the pine and the old hymnal pages and the wood smoke from the stove on a cold December morn. There was something about that place that couldn't be manufactured, something holy in the simple and the warm. The preacher didn't need a stage or any kind of special light. He just stood on that old floor and let the Spirit take the night on that old wooden church floor, where the saints knelt down before, where the prayers went up like smoke to heaven's door. On that old wooden church floor, Lord, I want to feel it once more. That holy aching feeling from before, on that old wooden church floor. Now they've built a bigger building with the screens and all the trimmings, but something got left behind when they tore the old one down. I still dream about that altar and the splinters in my fingers and the sound of 200 voices in that town. If I could go back just one Sunday to that creaking, groaning room, I'd fall down on that old floor and never get up soon. On that old wooden church floor, where the saints knelt down before, where the prayers went up like smoke to heaven's door. On that church floor. Lord, I want to feel it once more. That holy aching feeling from before on that old wooden church floor. There's a place in my memory that no new church can fill, where the floor told the story of every soul that knelt there still. Every grandmother's Sunday, every deacon's evening prayer, on that old wooden church floor, Lord, I left my heart right there. On that old wooden church floor, where the saints knelt down before, where the prayers rose up to heaven's open door. On that old wooden church floor, Lord, we're asking for one more holy moving like before on that old wooden church floor. On that old wooden church floor. She kept it on the nightstand where her Bible used to lay. Its cover worn to nothing from the years of every day. The pages brown and brittle, but she knew them all by heart. Mama's hymnal was the place where faith would always start. She'd hum the one she loved while she was working in the kitchen. Amazing Grace at breakfast and at noon. The old rugged cross while hanging out the washing. And how great thou art beneath the harvest moon. We didn't know we were being raised on something that would hold us when the hard years came to call. Till we found ourselves humming in the hospital waiting, and those were the only words we knew at all. Mama's hymnal, Mama's hymnal, more than paper, more than ink and binding song. Mama's hymnal was the roadmap back to Jesus. Every time we found ourselves far from home, Mama's hymnal carried us when we had nothing. Every song a prayer she prayed before we'd grown. Mama's hymnal still leads me to the Father. Every page a memory I've always known. When we laid her in the churchyard on a cold November Tuesday, we tucked that worn-out hymnal in her hands. And the preacher said she'd need no book in glory, where every song is known and every voice expands. But I believe on Sunday mornings up in heaven, she's still humming all the ones she used to sing. And when I finally cross that river, I'll hear Mama starting up Amazing Grace in everything. Mama's hymnal, Mama's hymnal, more than paper, more than ink and binding song. Mama's hymnal was the roadmap back to Jesus. Every time we found ourselves far from home, Mama's hymnal carried us when we had nothing. Every song a prayer she prayed before we'd grown. Mama's hymnal still leads me to the Father. Every page a memory I've always known. If you still have your mama, call her up today. Ask her what her favorite hymn is while she's here to say. Because the day will come when all you'll have is the memory of her voice, and every hymn she ever sang will be your only choice. Mama's hymnal, Mama's hymnal. I can hear her singing still across the years. Mama's hymnal taught me how to weather every storm and every valley and every fear. Mama's hymnal, Lord, I thank you for it. Every page of grace I didn't know I'd need. Mama's hymnal, Lord, I'm still beside her. Every time I hum the song she planted in me. Mama's hymnal.